morning class. To start our class, let us first ask for God's guidance and let us ask Him to help us learn many things from our discussion.
Almighty God, you are the source of life. We thank you for all the blessings you have given to us. Thank you for giving us another day to learn something new. Clear our mind and help us focus. Guide us and our teacher as we study and create new learning experiences. We pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Once again, good morning class. Before you take your seats, please pick up all the letters around you and arrange your chairs properly. Okay, you may take your seats. Angelo, is everybody present today? Alright, it's good to know that no one is absent today. So let's proceed to our recap. What have you learned last meeting? Yes, Louie. Wonderful, Louie. We've discussed about context clues. Another one? Mira. Okay, that's correct. Levy, are you raising your hand? Yes? Wonderful. Indeed, you did really understand our lesson last meeting. So before we continue our lesson for today, let us play a game named I Connect. So I will show you pictures and words and you need to combine them to form a new word or a new meaning. So let's start. Number 1. Who wants to answer? Yes, Lyra. Okay, let's see. The answer is unhappy, which means sad, depressed, disappointed, or not happy. Okay, number 2. Yes, Nico. Let's see. The answer is disconnect, which means to separate something from someone else or to terminate a connection. Number 3. Okay, yes, Harold. Another one. Yes, Cheryl. Let's see. The answer is repaint, to apply paint to something again. Next. Yes, Abigail. Let's see. The answer is sickness. It is unhealthy condition of body or mind. It is a state of being sick. Next. Yes, Teresa. Another one. Yes, Ara. See? It's washable. You're correct. Which means able to be washed without being damaged. Last one. Yes, Myra. Let's see. The answer is colorful, which means having a bright color or a lot of different colors. So very good. All of you got the answers correct. So after our game, does everyone have an idea about our lesson for today? Okay, let's continue. Today, we will learn to explain the meaning of the word through structural analysis, the prefixes, roots, and suffixes. For our objectives, at the end of the lesson, the students should understand the structural analysis, which is the prefixes, root words, and suffixes. Second, identify the prefixes and suffixes of words. Explain the meaning of a word through structural analysis. And apply the purpose of structural analysis in daily basis. First, let us know what structural analysis is. So, structural analysis is the process of breaking words down into their basic parts to determine word meaning. It is a powerful vocabulary tool since knowledge of a few word parts can give you clues to the meanings of a large number of words. Although meanings suggested by the word parts may not be exact, this process can often help you understand the word well enough that you can continue reading without significant interruption. So remember what we did in the game? Yes, what did we do? Yes, Tyron? Okay, very well said. We combine the word parts and pictures to form a new word. Though it is about combining, in structural analysis, we break words down to know its meaning. So when using structural analysis, the reader breaks down into their basic parts, and it is like understanding the structures of words. So it is said that affixes are morphemes added at the end or at the beginning of a root word to add a new meaning. These affixes serves as the parts in doing structural analysis. So these are the prefix, root words, and suffixes. So the first one is the prefix, which means that a syllable that comes before a root word to create new word or meaning. So for example, the word unhappy. So here, an is a prefix and it comes at the beginning of the word happy and changes the meaning. So happy here refers to happiness and unhappy carries the opposite meaning of that word. Understand? Okay, here give me the prefix and the meaning of the combined word. Yes, Ava? Very good. So, the word here is imperfect. The prefix is im, which means not, and the root word is perfect. When it is combined, the new meaning means not perfect. So, the next is the root word. And the meaning of the root word is it is the most basic part of the word where the prefix and the suffix are being attached. So the next one is the suffix. So here, suffix means is a syllable attached to the end of a word to adjust or create a new meaning. Okay, for example, the word sickness. The suffix here is ness, which means a state or a quality. Our root word is sick. Now, when we combine the two, the new meaning arises, which is the state of being ill. Clear? So here are some of the examples of the prefix and the suffix. So here are the examples, some of the examples of prefix. The first one is un, which means opposite of. Example, uncover and clear. The next one is this, which means not or no. One of the example, disregard. Next, re, which means again. One of the example, recover, repaint. Then, next is for, which means before, and the example, forecast. So here are some of the examples of suffixes. The first one is ness, which means a state. Example, kindness, sickness. Next is able, which means can be done. The examples, readable, washable. Then, full, which means full of. Example, useful. The last one is ant, which means a person. Example, assistant. So here are some of the examples, more examples of the prefix, anti, de, dis, en, for, in, im, inter, mid, mis, and none. Here are the meanings, and here are the examples. Next, here are the more examples of suffixes. Age, which means a result. Ans, ant, a person. Ens, or. Airy, or a type or place of work, which means examples, bakery. S makes a feminine form. For example, waitress. Full, as much as will fill. Then an action or result, which one of the examples of painting. Ion, a process, state, or a result. For example, decoration. Understand? Are there any questions or clarifications? Alright, that means all of you understand our discussion. Okay, let's continue to our first activity. So here is the direction. In 1/2 sheet of paper, fill in the table with the corresponding prefixes and or suffixes and root words. Do it in 10 minutes. So okay, I will post the table. Okay, are you guys finished? Okay, let's start answering this activity. So number 1 is the code. So it has a prefix of the and a root word of. Yes, very good. A code. Number 2 is useful. Who can answer it? Yes, Mika? Okay. It has a root word of use and a suffix of full. Number 3. Yes, Hans. It has a prefix of under and a root word of, yes, very good, stand. Okay, number 4. Yes, Sheena. It has a prefix of. Okay, number 4. Yes, Sheena. It has a prefix of mid. And a root word, way. So next, number 5. Yes, Luis. Another one. Yes, Trisha. It has a root word, create. Then a suffix of an ion. Next one. Number 6. Yes, Angela. It has a root word, count, a prefix, n, and a suffix, er. Number 7. Yes, PJ. It has a root word, punish, and a suffix, met. Number 8. Yes, Veronica. It has a root word, it has a root word, do, and a prefix, over. Number 9. Yes, Trixie. A root word, kin, and a suffix, ship. Last one, number 10, differences. Who can answer this? Yes, Tyrone. It has a root word, differ, and a suffix, s. Okay, who got all the answers correct? Wow, very good. Okay, now let's proceed to our next activity, which is a group activity. So here is the direction. So students will be divided into 3 groups, and you will choose 10 prefixes or suffixes in the table and use it to make new words. You can also construct sentences using each word and present it to class. So here are the criteria. Content 60%, presentation 20%, teamwork 20% with a total of 100%. So here are the groupings. So here will be the group 1, the group 2, and the group 3. Please proceed to your group. So here is the table where you can choose the prefix and the suffix you will use. You will do it in 10 minutes, and after that you will present in front of the class. Okay, start. Okay, are you done? Now, you're going to present it to class. The first one is the group 1, followed by group 2, then the group 3. So everyone finished the presentation in class. Give your groups a round of applause because you did a great job. So here are your grades. Group 1 got 93. Group 2 got 95. And group 3 got 94. So here, basing on our discussion and activities, how can we apply prefixes and suffixes in our daily lives? So who can answer this? Yes, Justin? Very good. Another one. Veronica? Yes? Of course. Last one. Yes, Via? Very well said. So with knowledge about prefixes and suffixes, we become proficient in language arts, and it can help us to understand the meaning of words. Additionally, we can apply prefixes and suffixes in our daily life through using them in a conversation or talking to someone because it analyzes the words of other speakers. By that, we can have a meaningful and interactive communication. So again, what is a structural analysis? Yes, Nika? Very good. How about the prefix and the suffix? Yes, Arlene? Very good. So what will happen if a prefix or a suffix is added to a word? Yes, Danica? Very well said. I think you are all ready for the quiz. So let's proceed. So here is the direction of your quiz. In one whole sheet of paper, using the lists of common prefixes, roots, and suffixes, complete the words in the following sentences so that they maintain the correct meanings in the sentence. So here is the table where the prefix and the suffix is added. So you have 10-item test and let's start. Here is the number 1 and number 2. You can see it? Okay. Are you done? Okay, next. Number 3 and number 4. You can see it clearly? Okay. Next, are you done? Okay. Here is the number 5, number 6, and number 7. Are you done? Then here is the number 8, number 9, and number 10. Okay, are you all finished? Exchange paper, let's check. So, here are the answers. Number 1, a pharmacist is a person who dispenses medication. Number 2, after the birth of her baby, Elsa experienced postpartum depression for several weeks. Number 3, verbal communication can be very powerful. However, non-verbal communication can be equally strong. So number 4, Canada is multicultural society because its people originated from many different backgrounds. So here is number 5. Paul suffers from agoraphobia. Therefore, he lives alone and never goes into crowds of people. Number 6, jelly is a good example of a, yes, semi-solid substance. So number 7, Even though mammals are very large creatures, scientists can still learn a great deal about them by studying the animal's tiny cells under, yes, microscope. Number 8, Canada as a good transcontinental highway which can take you all the way from eastern Canada to western Canada. Number 9, leaving her training wheels behind, the confident little girl pedaled her new bicycle around the block. And number 10, the track athletes running in the 1,000-meter race or running the equivalent of 1 kilometer. So who got the scores of 10, 9, 8, 7? Okay, pass your papers forward. Okay, for your assignment, so search for any short story and list all the words with prefix and suffix in it. Identify the affixes and provide the meaning of the words. So understand? That's all for today. Goodbye, class. See you next meeting. Thank you.